I just picked up a set of the HENCKELS 1895 collection of kitchen knives, and I'm super excited. I cook every night. I use my knives every day to prepare meals, and I've put up with my old knives long enough. So I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to go through everything that's in the set because you can read that in the description, but I want to tell you 3 things that I love about this set and then 1 thing that I'm not too crazy about. The first thing that I love about the set is the fact that these sharpeners are actually built into the block. There are ceramic rods inside that allow you to refresh the edge on your blades when they start to get dull without having to have a separate sharpener. Now, one thing to note right away is that when you are using the sharpener, make sure that you follow the directions in the HENCKELS pamphlet that comes with it. There is a wrong way to sharpen the blades and a right way, and you don't want to damage your edge. So make sure you read the directions before you sharpen your blades. The second thing that I love about the set is the variety of knives. Now, I know a lot of professional chefs out there will tell you you only need 1 knife. And for me, if I had to choose 1 knife, it would be the 8-inch chef's knife. This is the knife that I use more frequently than all the others. However, there are other people in the family, like my wife, who prefer to use these smaller knives, like say the 3.5-inch utility knife. So because her hands are smaller, and she just prefers a smaller blade. The other part of the variety that I really like is the fact that it includes steak knives for meals, which have a nice biting edge that I haven't found in some other steak knives. So just really nice knives that cut through meat and vegetables really, really easily at the dinner table. The third thing that I love about it is the fact that these knives, at least the kitchen knives here in the top, are actually forged. And you can tell that they're forged because if you look at the spine of the blade, the thickness widens from the tip down through the blade and into the bolster and the tang. And the presence of that bolster is extremely important because it strengthens the knife. It gives it a rigidity and a heft that makes it very comfortable when slicing through vegetables and meat. Now, obviously, because this is a HENCKELS knife, it has a razor sharp blade. So whether you're cutting through something firm like cucumbers or something soft like tomatoes, it is just a pleasure to cut with. So easy. Now, there is a recommendation not to cut through bones and frozen meat, even though this is German steel, that will damage your blade and lessen the life of the knife. A couple recommendations. Oh, I didn't tell you about the one thing I don't like. If there is one thing I don't like, while I do like the steak knives, if you look at the spine, it's the same thickness all the way through, which means these are stamped steel. They're cut out of a sheet of metal rather than being forged. Now, that's not a deal killer for me because steak knives don't go through a lot of punishment like the regular kitchen knives do. However, if you want forged steak knives, you might want to look at another set. Lastly, a recommendation I would make is that HENCKELS promotes their knives as dishwasher safe right here. But even in their instruction manual, they recommend not to put them in the dishwasher, but actually to hand wash them. And I recommend that as well because these knives actually have a plastic handle. The scales on the handle, even though they're triple riveted, the heat from a dishwasher will make this plastic brittle over time, and it will break off with use and repeated trips through the dishwasher. So hand wash your knives, dry them completely before you put them back in the block.